Hey, guys. I'm back. I want to welcome you guys back to, well, I was going to say Jets at Sunset, but I guess we're the Take Flight Spit and Fire podcast because we're back here. Whatever you guys want to call it. Whatever you guys want to call it, I appreciate you guys. Those of you guys that tuned in before, my hardcore fans that were there earlier when we were down by the water. The weather said that it was a very slight chance of rain and that it was only supposed to drizzle a little bit. I guess I should have expected it to be worse, right? That's how it is, right? You know how the weather is when they say you're gonna get like a little bit, it's like a freaking tsunami, and it's like batten down the hatches, and then they're like the blizzard's coming, and you get like a dusting. Like that's how it works. So I appreciate you guys being here, and again, my hardcore fans, you guys that were there before when it started to get raining pretty bad, so I closed it out. We're here now. Take two. Take two again. Like Michael points out, Mother Nature. Man, it's funny because, again, I checked the weather and literally it exactly said, like pretty much verbatim, like there's a very slight chance of rain for a short period of time and it should be light. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait it out. There's an overhang. I can go under. I'll wait it out. It's just a little rain. Won't kill you. It started to rain pretty heavy, as you guys saw. My iPad was getting soaked. I mean, if it stops working, I can't keep talking to you. So again, appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you guys again. My fans that were there before, there now. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. So today's topic that we're going to be getting into, Michael Carter and Breece Hall. We're going to be getting into the Jets' backfield, talking about the running back position and the running back situation. And as most would highlight Breece Hall, which we're going to talk about. Don't get me wrong, we're going to talk about Breece Hall. I'm going to be highlighting Michael Carter. And I think the reason is because since Breece Hall's come in, he's fallen from, I don't want to say maybe fallen from grace 100%. Excuse me. I would say, the spotlight is on Breece because of what he's going to be. But Michael Carter is going to contribute this season. That is a fact. And one of the main reasons he's going to contribute, he had a good rookie year. Michael Carter had a very good rookie year, right? We watched the kid play. He was a fourth-round pick. Steal. You guys remember my take always on Michael Carter was that he was the better running back, right? Between him and, that's funny. See, I can't even remember his name, which is so funny. Like Williams, Javonte Williams. So I'm so on the Michael Carter train, can't even remember the other guy. But always felt Michael Carter was the better guy, right? The better back. He had the better numbers, looked more agile, looked quicker. Everyone's like, he's too small, right? Well, he proved that, right? So we got him as a fourth-round guy, right? He was a later round draft pick. It was a steal. Many people thought he'd go, including me, second, third round. Kid was awesome, right? Had an extremely, extremely dominant collegiate career that led to him having a very good rookie year. Now, in a rookie season last season, he only played 14 games. And in those 14 games, he had 639 rushing yards. Now, that's not bad. That's not bad for someone that would have played the whole season. But what really matters is carries, right? Because it really matters what you're getting. I mean, as we're going to talk about in a minute, our running back backfield is a committee, right? That's how it works. So it matters how many carries he had. So for those 639 yards, he only had 147 carries. So that equated to 4.3 yards a carry. That's awesome. 4.3 yards a carry is really freaking good. So especially for, any season, any more than 4 yards a carry is good, right? Carry the rock twice, you're 2 yards short of a first down. You keep doing that, you're going to win, right? 4 is a great number. So averages 4.3 in his rookie year, puts up solid yardage, and again, same thing in the receiving game. Puts up 325 receiving yards, but again, only had 36 receptions, right? That's the point. He had opportunities, but not huge opportunities. And those opportunities, he shined, man. We saw it. He was powerful. He was breaking through, right? Breaking through guys, making great plays. Again, playing much bigger than people thought he was, having a very good season. Again, so averaging, like we said, only had 36 catches, so he averaged 9 yards per catch. So that's how you really got to look at it. Rookie season, averages 9 yards a catch, averages 4 yards a carry, 4.3 yards a carry to be exact. That's good. That's good. So Michael Carter had a very good rookie year, and we were excited about his potential going into the next year. But as we know, we got Breece Hall. So the other reason Michael Carter is going to contribute this season is, like I mentioned before we get into Breece Hall yet, is this offensive backfield is designed to be a committee. right? Like we said, there's a twofold part in the beginning of why he's going to contribute. One was he had a quality rookie year. He looks to be trending up. He's playing well. He showed he can be a quality running back at the next level. He played really well again in the limited time he had. So and also, like we said, our offensive backfield, second part, is designed to be a committee, right? It's designed, excuse me, it's designed to have multiple pieces, right? Not just one guy. I mean, it could have one guy, but that's not how it's even gone in the past. Even if we look at, San Francisco's offenses in the past, they've had really good seasons where one running back has really thrived, but the other guys still eat. The other guys are still getting food at the table. We're going to talk about that because that was literally Michael Carter's quote. We're going to bring that literally back up. But there's plenty of food at the table. Again, this offense, even if one guy shines, like we've seen in the past with San Francisco offense, even if one guy takes over and becomes the big guy, everyone else is still going to eat. Everyone else is still going to contribute. So quality rookie year, right? This is a quality backfield. Well, like we said before, we drafted Breece Hall. And man, Breece Hall is a freaking stud. Like, that's what changed everything. Like, we love Michael Carter. We do. Don't get me wrong. We love Michael Carter, and we want him to contribute. But, man, we're so excited about Breece Hall. Kid that has the potential to be the possible rookie of the year, the potential to be one of the best running backs in the NFL. We've talked about Breece Hall putting up over 1,500 receiving yards over the last 2 years in college at Iowa State, having over 3,000 rush yards and 40-something touchdowns in just the last 2 years. This is a kid that could have been a first-round pick, a guy that when running backs really don't go in the first round anymore, he could have been a first-round pick. Joe Douglas even tried to trade up again. Wasn't happy with 3. He wanted 4. He wanted 4 first-round guys. Joe was ready to trade up again and get Breece Hall. So, man, this kid is a stud. Breece Hall is going to be a stud again. Potential rookie of the year, right? Potentially be one of the best running backs in the NFL. People have compared him already to like Jonathan Taylor, as you see some comps to. A big, powerful running back that's also fast, good in the receiving game. And again, the numbers in college are insane. He was a steal even where we got him at 34. That was a steal to get him there. That's how talented this kid is. And Michael Carter's also a steal. But the point is Michael Carter will contribute. So when Breece Hall was drafted, right when he was drafted, it started the immediate conversation, right, among beat writers, among fans, well, what does that mean for Michael Carter, right? And there were some initial reports that came out that Michael Carter was furious, right, that he wasn't happy. Well, according to Breece Hall, and Michael Carter reiterated it too, Michael Carter texted Breece Hall right when he was drafted, like immediately when he was drafted. And in Breece Hall's words, showing him love, told him if I had any questions to hit him up. Well, that's sincere. That's really, really sincere, right? And I think that's big because what Breece added with what Breece actually added in his interview in his quote was he said that, some people might be too prideful to do that or, might see Breece as a threat potentially. But he appreciated that Michael Carter texted immediately, again, showing him love, saying if you have any questions, Youngblood, he's Youngblood too, but you got any questions, hit me up. We'll talk, we'll chat. So Michael Carter was very receptive in the beginning, right? And some question, what's going to happen now? Like, we know this is a committee backfield, like we were just talking about. We know this offensive backfield is a committee, that even if one guy is the dominant guy, everyone else is still going to eat. There's going to be food on the table, right? And that brings to Michael Carter's next quote that I was going to share with you guys, right? When they asked Michael Carter on Breece Hall potentially taking all of his carries. Perfect answer, right? Perfect answer. There's enough for all of us to eat. That's the answer, right? There's enough, right? Again, this offense is designed to be a committee. So even if Breece Hall is the main guy, Michael Carter is still going to be getting a good amount of carries. And again, we just talked about it. He had a very good rookie year on limited play, right? He had almost 650 yards with barely over 140 carries, averaging over 4 a yard. So if Michael Carter and Breece Hall are going to be that 1-2 punch, man, that's just beautiful. And that's what we're going to get to. That's what's going to be exciting. But the whole point we're getting here is Michael Carter still going to have a role. So as we said when Breece Hall was drafted, Breece Hall is a stud. Again, we all know what Breece Hall has the potential to become, right? Like we said, rookie of the year, one of the best running backs in the league, unbelievable potential, like through the absolute roof, right? Should have been a first-round pick when running backs don't go in the first anymore. We talked about, the controversy of, what's going to go on with Michael Carter? And we said, right, that text him initially showing him love, right? Showing him love, said, if you had any questions, hit me up. That's awesome. But I do, as you guys know, I want to present you with all the information, right? So as you probably saw it, but if you hadn't, after all of this has transpired, because as we know, the draft was back in April and May. On June 19th, Michael Carter took to Twitter, and this is his exact quote. Still there if you want to see it. Michael Carter said, truthfully, I feel underappreciated as a player sometimes, but it's nothing new. It's a marathon, not a sprint in due time. So I think that's, again, Michael Carter reflecting a little bit where, yeah, he understands what the Jets were doing, right? And that's what we want, right? None of us were like, oh, well, we want Michael Carter to be the guy. Don't take an amazing running back. Right? We want our team to be the best it can possibly be. We want the best playmakers, the best potential we can possibly be. If there's an upgrade at a position, we want that upgrade. We never trade for that guy and go, oh, what about the other guy? It's a business, right? They talk about that. The NFL's a business. That's how it works. He gets it, right? He's not happy. Seems he's not thrilled. He wanted to be the guy. It seems Michael Carter wanted to show that he can be the guy. And again, we look at the numbers of what he put up in his rookie season. They're not off, right? They show that he can be the guy potentially with a bigger sample size, right? He needs a bigger sample size, but now you have Breece Hall there. And I think, again, Michael Carter has these conflicting feelings of, again, like we just said, understanding it's a committee, understanding he's still going to get to show and play and contribute, but was kind of hoping he could be that guy. But again, like I said, you think about it, you realize, again, you come back to this offense doesn't have that, right? Even if Michael Carter was the main guy, let's just say, well, Tevin Coleman would still be getting some feeds, right? Ty Jones, whoever's behind him, with Michael Pira, whoever it is, would still be getting some feeds. That's just how it works. And if Michael Carter plays really well, he'll get more opportunity. Again, we all are pretty confident and excited about the potential of Breece Hall and what he could bring. And yeah, if he dominates and kills it, he's going to have more opportunity. Maybe they both dominate and kill it, and they start splitting it. You know what? It's a beautiful situation. It's like we talked about in the past with, well, who's going to play left tackle, right? George Phantom Mekhi Becton. Well, who's going to be the number one wide receiver? When you have more than one guy that can be it, that's exciting, right? That's a good thing. Never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. It's never, I have all this talent, all these great players. What am I going to do? No one says that. That comes out of nobody's mouth. No one says that. It's the opposite always. And as we know, for Jet fans, we're not going to talk about the past. We don't want heartburn. I don't want it right now. But we've had lots of years where it's the opposite. Like who the fuck's going to be the guy, right? For lack of a better word, who's going to do it? So this is a great problem to have. Breece Hall could dominate and kill it. And again, has such potential. Over 3,000 yards, over 40 touchdowns in the last 2 years. Just dynamo, and especially in the catch game too. I put a video out on Twitter. He made an unbelievable reception in OTAs that when they slowed it down in slow-mo, it looked like he was a wide receiver one. And I'm like, that's our running back. I love it. So you see what he's done. He's made some amazing catches in college as well, again, in a small sample size. So he has the opportunity to light it up in the passing game. Excuse me, right? Michael Carter has the opportunity to keep killing it and be a tandem. So again, we talked about the conflictingness of it, right? Michael Carter initially texting Breece, what's up, man? Giving him the love, any questions? Then we talk about, again, him wanting to be the guy, but there's enough for all of us to eat, right? There's enough for all of us to eat, what leads to the combination, leads to the equation, right? That Breece Hall plus Michael Carter could equal one of the best running back duos in the entire NFL. In fact, I had said it earlier about a month or so, and I'm not taking it back. It's staying there, baby. I'm saying that this duo of Breece Hall and Michael Carter could have a combined scrimmage yards next season of 2,500 plus. Yes. And as you guys know, scrimming yards is rushing and receiving. And we all feel like Breece Hall could be that 1,000-yard rusher, right? He was a 1,500-yard rusher the last 2 years. The last 2 years, he was one of the best running backs in college football, arguably the best, was easily the best running back in this last draft, should have been a first-round guy when running backs don't go in the first, talked about the numbers, could easily be a 1,000-yard running back. Well, Michael Carter, like we just said, if he played more, if he had more opportunity, if he wasn't hurt a little bit, he could have been an 1,000-yard rusher. Again, a 4.3 yard per carry for a rookie. Sign me up. If Breece Hall does that, sign me up. And Michael Carter did it as a later round pick, so he could kill it. The two of them could have easily 3,000 plus rushing yards easily between the two. My apologies. Easily 1,500. I was putting it together. Easily 1,500 rushing yards, easily between the two, maybe close to 2,000, right? Then you only need about 500 more in receiving, which Michael Carter had 300 something last year. I'm telling you, right now, I'm telling you, between rushing and receiving, Breece Hall and Michael Carter combined could have a combined scrimmage yards in 2022 of 2,500 plus. It's possible. It's big, but it's possible. And it's because the two of them have the potential to, again, be one of the best duos in the entire NFL. And with this duo, I haven't even told you guys the most exciting part. I haven't even told you guys the part that I realized I was like, oh man, this is the best part of this duo. You guys remember I'm always saying, everyone's saying Joe Douglas is crazy like a fox, right? All those years everyone was crapping on him, like, he's going to show you. He's going to show you how great he is. Well, he always does. The Breece Hall and Michael Carter combination. When you guys realize this fact, ready for this? In college, Breece Hall had the most broken tackles in the entire FBS of anybody over the last 3 years. In fact, he had 194. That's a lot. That's a lot. He had 194 broken tackles in college football in the last 3 years, more than anybody, nobody else. Now let's look at Michael Carter for a second. In Michael Carter's rookie year, yeah, his numbers were good, like we said. The numbers are quality. They didn't ring top of the NFL, but these did. These numbers did. And I looked them up and I realized this. And I was like, damn, Michael Carter was tied for 9th in the entire NFL last year in yards per attempt after contact, after he made contact with 2.3. He was tied for 20th in the entire NFL in broken tackles with 13 and was 25th in the entire NFL in yards after contact with 345. In fact, out of his 639 yards, 345 of them came after the contact. That's a lot. If you do a little math there, that's a high percentage. That is a high percentage of his total yards coming after the contact. Michael Carter thrives after that first hit. We saw it last year, right? I think it was, shout out to Joe Caparoso or whoever put it up. Someone put up a little GIF the other day showing Michael Carter just trucking forward, right? This dude's taking hits and he's like, I'm blanking on the, oh man, with the pinball. No, not pinball, not pinball. I'm sorry. With the thing with the tilt, you know what I mean? Where it's like bing, 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 bing. Can't think of it right now. Maybe one of you guys can tell me. Maybe one of you guys can figure it out. We got Jets Chaos out there. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, Jeremy. Appreciate all you guys out there. But again, if you maybe you know what I'm talking about. You don't think I'm talking about where it says tilt, right? Where it goes bing, 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 bing. That's Michael Carter. Michael Carter, bing, 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 making his way. These two guys are dominant after contact. That is where they thrive. Both Breece Hall and Michael Carter. Michaal Carter at the NFL level and Breece Hall collegiately have both shown that they are elite, excellent when it comes to after contact, after that first hit. So, man, this is going to be exciting. It's going to be talk about Michael Carter contributing, and of course he's going to contribute, right? All the things we mentioned, quality rookie year, this is a committee backfield. Even though it may be more Hall, he's definitely going to contribute, right? So I appreciate you guys tuning in again. Those of you guys who were there out in the weather, sorry about the rain. Started pouring, so I had to cancel the episode. But I appreciate you guys tuning in now. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I'm going to come to you guys live tomorrow. Hopefully, if the weather's nice, we'll do Jets at Sunset then. We'll go out and we'll look out at the water and we'll talk about topics. I got a good one for you guys tomorrow. Another good topic to talk about. But again, appreciate you guys being here. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great, great rest of your night. And remember, our time is coming, baby. Let's go, Jets!